Have you ever stopped to think about the moments that your kids will actually remember? I had a really amazing example of this just a couple of days ago. And my son was telling my wife about a situation where he was nervous, scared, and he ended up getting through that situation on his own in a really excellent manner. But the point of the story that he was telling my wife is how the old me would have handled that stressful situation. And he said, old dad would have been really angry, and he kind of made this like tight, scrunched up face and even kind of like scrunched up his hands just to illustrate the tension that I would have been bringing to that moment. And the point of my son's story to my wife was that I did it differently a couple days ago. And I overheard him talking, and I asked him, I said, well, thank you for sharing this. How would the new dad handle a situation like this? And he wasn't even really able to articulate what new dad does. But he remembers very clearly how old dad handled situations like that. And I can tell you that the old dad, his intentions were good, wanted to help my kid get through a challenging and fearful situation so he can be resilient and not let fear hold him back from experiences and all these positive things. But they don't know that. What they walk away with is this memory of a tight, intense, angry, stressed out father. But the beautiful part of that story is that by the definition of there being an old dad, that means there's a new dad. A new dad is handling things in a different way. And for me, that is success. That's all I need right there. So my question to you is, what is your plan for how you show up when things get really tense and really challenging and difficult and you're at your wit's end? What's your playbook for those moments? Because they're coming. You've already had them, and there's going to be more. But if you don't have something to fall back on in those challenging moments, you're going to continue to have those old dad type of moments. Take a little time, create your playbook, create those new dad moments. I promise you it's worth it.